And not to forget, in the heart is our connection with the spirit.
Sure. This kind of connection, as you said, here in MyAngels are permanent. So it means that everybody, tens of thousands of people connected like 24/7. You know for sure because you have a lot of therapies and you organize a lot of seminars and so on. There is a connection between you and the participants at that specific time. After this conference ends, the connection is gone, right? Or maybe it will last 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours more, but in the end, the connection is gone. Here in MyAngels, everybody is connected like 24/7, and the repetition, as you say, they have in MyAngels, through this exchange of light, of good thoughts and the angels, they have like 24/7, as I said, in mind, like a reminder for their spiritual, let's say, journey, for the spiritual environment, and they remember and they learn, creating a new path in their mind about finding themselves, about discovering their limits actually, because as you evolve you discover new limits, right? So it's very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting because this connection is made on one way of making this kind of connection is by sharing light. And let's discuss a little bit about light. What does light mean to you?
Light means many things to me. First of all, people, think about I'm going to church in the Christians and I light a candle, give light to someone. Or I'm praying and I'm sending light. Doesn't matter what religion, I'm praying for myself or someone else, saying light to myself. But sometimes I think that people, it's a habit of saying light without actually realizing what light is. Even angels, there are angles of light because of their inner vibration. These beings, to call them beings, all the higher level beings, because of their inner vibration, they emanate light. We just said that we are 99.99% energy. In time, we humans, as we know it ourselves right now, we can transform our physical body that we see with the physical eye into light. What does that mean? By raising our vibration, the subtle molecules that are formed with our atoms, they raise their vibration. By raising the vibration, it's like the distance between the particles, because of they hit each other, so on the higher level, they have the tendency to become more and more apart and emanate this light. So in time, they transform themselves into light. It's transforming the little matter that we are, physical matter, transforming in time in light. But to raise this vibration to that level, we need to work on ourselves. First of all, we need to work on our mental body, to change the way we think, from hate and ego and judgment into love, gratitude, compassion, trust, admire the beauty, not criticize. This is another form of raising vibration and turning into light thinking. I think, I send light thoughts. I send light emotions, and they transform us into light. Why it is important? Someone may say, why it's important to me to be light?
Good question. Why it's important?
Why it's important to me? I feel comfortable the way I am right now, because we need to remember what is our purpose here. And I know many people, even people that do not consider themselves spiritual, they say, I wonder myself why I'm here. Why I'm here on this planet? I came here just to work, to feed my family. What's my purpose? To work, to feed my family, to get old, to die. Why am I here? So this is why we are here. We are here actually to evolve, to grow as spirit, And as one of my great friends and mentors used to say, to remember in one lifetime who we are. And actually who we are part of the one. We are the creation, as we call creation of divinity, creation of the God. And within God, we are one. And do we all remember this? And this is not only remembering on a mental level, but remembering on an emotional level, on a heart level, in our inner space. Well, in order to remember this, to go through this process, to truly remember who we are, we need to raise our vibration. And you may ask me why I need to raise my vibration. Because only by raising our vibration, this means higher frequency of thoughts and emotions, I am able to jump in consciousness, in a higher level of perception. What is consciousness? Accessing higher level of perception of everything that is in the universe, of humanity, of space beyond humanity. And when I raise in consciousness, I start to understand. And you may say, what do you mean you start to understand? It's like I'm thinking of something and I'm receiving an answer. I understand. I'm asking Sorin.
The true answer.
A true answer, yeah, not an answer from my mind. And you may say, how do you know it's an answer that is from a higher consciousness level and is not from your mind? First of all, you know it. And second of all, it's instantaneously. It's not like a long story that my mind would tell me in sequence, like a movie, scene 1, scene B, scene. Everything just comes and you know it in a moment. And the experience, the process, the energy, what happens in that moment, it's so powerful and it's so profound that you know that's it. And nobody and nothing can change your mind because you experience it in a moment, in a flash, you experience everything. So this is why it's important to raise your vibration, to access higher levels of consciousness, to start remembering, as my teacher used to say, who we are, what we are. And it will come to a point when this vibration will be so high, and you may be funny that I heard many people of spirituality in the past saying, you may become invisible to the others. And I said, come on, how is that possible? Until I came myself from a long retreat for like 3 weeks. We worked with different techniques and they're all enlightened, so to speak, meditation every day, all sorts of places of high vibration, breathing and so on. And I was on the streets of New York after 2 days, and I was walking on the street, many people, and people kept bumping into me, 1, 2, 3. And I said, what is wrong with these people? They are so rude. What? They don't see me? This was my thought. And they don't see me. And it's not that I became invisible to them, that I was enlightened of some being, but I had my vibration on a higher level, and not that they didn't see me at all, they didn't perceive me. Because it's like a different vibration, and it's like becoming temporarily invisible for a fraction of a second. But then of course you live in the city, you eat and you are among them, and you know, you lower your vibration, and then of course you can function, because otherwise we can't be. But this is an example how we raise our vibration through our thoughts, the practices that we do, the emotions that we have, the food that we eat, the prayers that we have, the candles that we light in a church, in our home, and emotions in time takes us to that. It comes to a point where we can actually transform, but we are not talking about this now, but it's a possibility, it's part of our path as a spiritual being.
So you are saying actually that it is very useful to have more light.
Of course.